Okay, so these are the problems I wanted to go over with you today. We're going to be in test number 1, and we're going to go over number 29 and number 37. So 29 says triangle KLM and triangle PQR are similar. Similar is a key word that tells you to use a proportion. Here's triangle KML, KLM, and triangle PQR. It says, what is the value of x? Round your answer to the nearest tenth. So we need to find x. It is a missing side. So we're going to be the FBI and set up a proportion and find that missing side. So we have 9.5 corresponds to the side that is missing. So we're going to have 9.5 over x. Then we come back to the larger triangle, and we're going to have 7.5 corresponds to 4.9. Now we're going to do our cross products to solve. So we have x times 7.5, so we get 7.5x is equal to. Then we have 9.5 times 4.9, so I'm going to come over here on the side and do that one. 9.5 times 4.9, so that's 9 times 9 is 81, plus 4 is 85. Hold my place. 36, 37, 38. Add it all up. 16, 4. And then I have 2 decimal places in my factors, so I have 2 decimal places in my product. So that's 46.55. Now I have a one-step equation here. 7.5 times x is equal to 46.55, so I'm going to divide by 7.5. That gets me 1x, and I divide by 7.5. I don't know what that is. I'm going to come over here. So I have 46.55 divided by 7.5. Bounce your decimal and pop to the top. So no groups of 75 out of 40, or out of 4, no groups of 75 out of 46, but we probably can take some groups of 75 out of 465. I'm thinking, I don't know, 5? It's probably too much, but 5 is a good place to start. It's where I always like to start. So that's 35, 36, 37. Actually, that's not enough. Okay, let's do 75 times 7. It's 5, 3, 7 times 7 is 49. 50, 51, 52. Okay, that was too much. Let's try 6. 75 times 6. That's going to be 30. That's 42, 43, 44, 45, 450. Okay, that's close. That's really close. So we'll do 450. We subtract, and we get, let's see, 0 times 5 is 0, and 6 minus 5 is 1. Bring down the 5. 5. Oh, okay. See, I was thinking that 2 times 75 is 150. So let's do, that's 150. Subtract and we get 5. Okay, it says round to the nearest tenth. So I'm going to go one more place. So that says 50 right there, guys. Can't take any groups of 75 out of 50, so that's 0. So if I round, 0 doesn't do anything to the 2, so my correct answer is 6.2, which you would need to bubble into your answer document, and it should look like that, 6.2. That's what it should look like. Okay, now let's look at number 37. Look at the 2 rectangles below. Which method correctly uses ratios to prove that the rectangles are similar? Again, we have that keyword that notes we can use a proportion to solve. Now, we are not looking for a missing side. We are trying to prove that these are proportional. So I know this is a lot of words, but let's set up the proportion first so we have something to look at, okay? Or actually what we could do is we could set up a proportion for each one of these and see if it matches. Because the key with this, guys, is that your sides have to correspond. So 8 has to correspond to 4.8 and 5 has to correspond to 3. So they have to match up. If they don't match up, we're in trouble. So the first one says divide 3 by 5 and then divide 4.8 by 8. So let's see if how those match up and if it works. So we have 3 divided by 5, and then we have 4.8 divided by 8, which this could work. So we can put a question mark right there because when you would divide these out, because they correspond, so this would be a proportion that's set up correctly. Let's look at B. It says 3 divided by 5, and then 8 divided by 4.8. So we have 3 divided by 5, then 8 divided by 4.8. And guys, this one's set up wrong because where you start is where you have to start again. So you have to have 4.8 on the top with 3. This one is twisted. This one should be turned around. So it's not this, so it cannot be B. C says divide 8 by 5 and divide 3 by 4.8. Okay, so that's 8 divided by 5. And then, so we have the long side over the short side, and then it says 3 by 4.8. Again, guys, this is wrong because we would need these two to be flipped. Because we started on the long side here, we have to start on the long side here. They don't correspond. So this one is wrong, so C is wrong. And then finally, we have D, and it says 5 divided by 4.8, and then 3 divided by 8. So that's 5 divided by 4.8, and then 3 divided by, okay, as you can see, these sides don't correspond. They've twisted them both. They've twisted them all around. So this is not it. So our correct answer is indeed A. That was the correct proportion, a correct proportion correctly set up. Okay, so what you need to do now is you need to go to test number 3, find problems that are similar to the ones we worked today, or any problem that looks like anything that we have done previously. You need to start looking at other problems and solving other problems in test 3. All right, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.